Hello there, everybody. I'm just waiting for some people to arrive. Somebody's watching now. Hello. Welcome to this video. Slightly different to before. Um, Basically, my washing machine got replaced. So this is the new one. Now this is basically the same thing, just it's the new version. So it's got a 10 kilo wash capacity, even though the drum is exactly the same, and it's got a 4D jet. The only other difference is instead of the nice brushed stainless steel the old one had, this is now the inox colour, which they class as inox, which is basically, even though it's not silver because it's like off silver, if you can see, it's like a sort of still reflective kind of colour. But this, instead of like that's your brushed, and then it's very very close, and then these handles on the drawer match this color, so it's not all doom and gloom. So yeah, but basically I thought I'm going to do this live video today to tell everybody what's going on, um and basically what's happened. So yeah, I don't know if there's anybody here because I have no idea how this live chat's working or not. So if somebody could, oh, here's people here. Hello, wishy washy guy. So that's good. So I'm going to start explaining now what's happened, just to make it clear to everybody what's happened, and then I'm going to put this on drum clean for the first time, so you'll be able to see what's going on. So yeah, so basically, I purchased my Siemens washing machine last October. As you all know, October was generally, it arrived, everything was good, um, worked well, liked it as you do. In November, they released that update. Well, there was a software update there, which I updated. And ever since that software update in November, there was a little glitch sometimes. Didn't happen all the time, but basically, when you turn the machine on, wow, there's 19 people watching. Hello, everybody. So yeah, when you turn the machine on, sometimes it used to beep at you sometimes saying there's an error with the IDOS. It said that the drawer is open, and yeah, basically said the drawer is open. You used to get a little symbol on display, and you got a loud beep, which is the loud error beep. Not so bad, not so such an issue as such because the machine was still working, but obviously that beep got quite annoying. So I contacted Siemens in around April time, no, March time, about March. It's when they just, yeah, March, because I had an engineer come out. He did a test on it, but it's just after they released that another update, which everybody seemed to get, and the fault never went away. The technician came and he said that he basically downgraded the software. He said that the new software wasn't suitable for this machine, even though it was, because otherwise it wouldn't have been released. So yeah, so he downgraded, so backtracked the old software, and then it still didn't fix the fault. So then we reinstalled the new software again, and the fault was still there. So you had to go back to Siemens, and they did some stuff that they had to do. And then I keep getting text messages from them saying that we're still waiting for Germany to get back to us to find out what's going on, all this and all that. I'm thinking this is not good. So I phoned them up probably a month after the technician came, and they're still waiting for information from Germany about what's going to happen. And then again, Andrew Bog 5004. Yeah, you've got the same thing that I had. Contact them. Make sure they know, because basically they'll give you a new one if it's still within the year. So yeah, because it's not good. So yeah, so this was, what was it? What were we about May now? Yeah, it must have been about May. I phoned them back up and I said, look, what's happening here? Like, it's not good. This is an expensive machine, and every time I turn it on, I get a notification on the app saying that the drawer's open. I'm getting a loud beep. So yeah, so basically, after several more phone calls and loads of text messages from them saying we're still waiting for information from Germany, I got another phone call from them. This is around June time, beginning of June, and one of the Home Connect team So the app team, the software team, they said that there's an update coming out at the end of June or beginning of July, which will fix the issue. So I said, "Oh, that's great." So I said, I'll wait around a bit longer. Meanwhile, they said that I could have an uplift code for Marks Electrical, which is where I purchased it from, and I could go out and buy a different machine if I wanted to. But I said, well, if you've got an update coming out in June, July, like it's going to fix the issue, then we don't need an uplift code. So he basically said, yeah, that's fine, and left it as that. Then I still got a few more text messages, and even in July, towards the end of July, I was still getting these text messages saying we're still waiting for information from Germany about what's happening. Your machine is, we're aware of the fault and all this. So after lots and lots of text messages, I haven't really chased anything up. That's what I would say. I didn't chase them. But what happened was last Wednesday, out of the blue, I had a contact from a delivery company called Swift Go. Now, I can't find any information online about these people, really, other than it seems to be a company that the manufacturers use to do warranty exchanges. So obviously this guy phoned me up. He says, "Oh, well, I've got a delivery and we're at your address." And I'm thinking, I'm at work this Wednesday. I'm working, like I'm not there. And he says, "Oh, well, you should have had a text message from Siemens." And I said, "Well, Siemens haven't contacted me." So they took back to the depot, whatever, and then I contacted Siemens, and they said, "Yeah, we have exchanged your machine for the new one. We need to get your old machine back. We need to investigate the fault on your machine, and because your machine is not a year old, we decided that instead of coming out to your house to do investigation, we want to take your machine away, and we want to give you the new version." So this is the new version. They installed it today, Monday. They installed it this morning, but obviously I had to go to work, so I haven't had a chance to play around with this or anything yet. So this is basically brand new machine. Now the guy came, he was very nice. He installed it. He took the old one away. Obviously, they uninstalled that first, and then he got this one in. They didn't push it as far back as I'd have liked, so I've done that myself to make it level because it was level before. It sticks out a tiny bit, but that's how it was. So pretty impressed with that. So yes, overall, even though Siemens obviously they kept sending text messages saying we're aware of the faults in Germany, I can't fault them. Why they offered to exchange my machine before with an uplift code for Moss Electrical anyway, but then now they send me this brand new one anyway. Now obviously it's a slightly different silver. The stainless steel is slightly different. It's not the brushed steel that the other one was. But it does match, so I'm still pretty impressed. It definitely matches the handles of my drawers, so that's a good thing. It's tiny little bit different from the oven, but minor. So yeah, very, very impressed overall. A few things to take note of, I suppose. This is the new version, so the only difference on model number code is it's got a 5 in instead of a 4. This particular machine, instead of being made in Germany, is now made in Spain. Because basically Siemens and Bosch and everything, they're closing down the German factory on the washing machine side. So all of their premium appliances will now move to Spanish production from the Spain factory. So this has got the 10 kilo drum inside, which is the same as the 9 kilo one I had before. But you've also got the advantage of having the 4D jet, or whatever they call it, the power speed jet, I think it's called on Siemens. So yeah, there you go. That's the inside. It's the same drum. Obviously, it's 10 kilo instead of 9 on the rating, but it's exactly the same drum. It's still 1600 as well. So obviously the premium models have moved to Spain, but they are still 1600. There's been a few things online saying that Siemens will probably drop to 1400 at some point, but for now, 1600 is still available, and yeah, at least they've still got production going, which is good. So yeah, so what I'm going to do now is basically put it on the drum clean, but I thought I'd just do a quick little update first before we did anything. The timings as well are slightly different as well. So let's turn it on and we'll see what happens. I haven't put anything in IDOS yet either. That's still empty. The times on the cycle are slightly different. So obviously, because it's 10 kilo, the eco cycle is slightly longer than before. Yes, it is Massimo. It's exactly the same as 40s, 158 models. Cotton's is only 3 hours. On my old one, it was 3 hours 45. However, this machine has in the app Intensive Plus. And apparently, if you select Intensive Plus, it goes back to 3 hours 45. So it's almost like they decided that they'd bring back their Wash Plus option that they used to have, but it's in the app. And I haven't put the app on yet, so I can't go through all of that yet, but I will do. So yeah, so that's generally a little overview. And I noticed as well, 90 degrees is 2 hours and a half, which is pretty quick. And if you do it with speed, 141, which it was 151 on the other one. So yeah, I don't really understand why it's shorter, other than there's a 4D jet in there. But then I guess you've got to use your Intensive Plus on your app if you want to do that. But anyway, then show you the inside. There is the drum light still. Everything in there is exactly the same. It's still got the oil resistant seal. The only thing I have noticed as well is this gap between the rubber, and basically the drum is bigger. There's a wasp just came in my house, so don't know where that came from, but you probably see it. But yeah, there's and it's that on the washing machine. Anyway, this bit here is bigger gap. Don't know if you can see. So that probably reduces the noise, because my old one was quite noisy with the door. Basically, this part must have hit the drum, so I guess that's just a little minor improvement that they've done. But yeah, generally that's it. Do I close the door and lock it in, or do I just yeah? What do you reckon? Should I close it? Should I make it stuck in there? He's gonna fly away. So yeah, so we're gonna do drum clean. I don't know. Do I just get it? Do I just go? Yeah, I think so. What should I do? Should I bash it? Squash it? I don't know. I don't think it actually is a wasp. It's one of them hover things, but I don't want to. What do you think, guys? Should I kill it? Should I just get rid of it? What do you think? Do I let it go free? There's 10 people watching, but no comments. Come on, guys. Do I get rid of it? What do you want me to do? He sat there looking. Anyway, there's the drum bit more. Kill it with tissue. Yeah, I think so. That's probably what I'm going to do. Just give me 1 second. And now it's dead. So yeah. Right. So yeah, let's get rid of that. Close the door. Sorry, Andrew, but I had to get rid. It's a wasp, but I don't like wasps. So yeah, so that's basically that. IDOS is exactly the same. The only thing I noticed was it's probably slightly quieter in terms of when it was doing its test runs, but I don't know if that's because I haven't got the detergent in there yet. So yeah, and obviously, can you see this? If I open the drawer, you get that red flashy thing. Can you see that red flashy thing? It's basically indicating there's an error. Basically, it's telling you to close the drawer. But obviously, when my old one was doing this, every time you turn it on, this light would flash, even though the drawer was closed. So that was the glitch. So yeah, so if you've got a wash machine from Siemens and it's less than a year old and it's doing the same glitch, I would suggest that you contact Siemens and tell them that you'll want somebody to come and have a look at it and tell you why it's beeping. And then eventually they may just say, oh yeah, there's a general fault that we can't fix, and we replace it or whatever they're going to do. I don't know if there's a update imminent. They said that obviously they said it was going to come out in June or July, and it's now August and there was no update. Even this morning, I turned it on just to see if there was an update there, but there was no update. So, yeah. Anyway, we're going to do drum clean now. I haven't turned the app on yet, so drum clean is hidden in the settings. It's basically it's basically in there in the brain, but obviously there's no option for it. So if you press and hold these two buttons for 3 seconds, you get the settings menu. So that's the alarm for the end of cycle. That's the button signal. That's the clarity of the display. And then that's drum clean. You've got a drum clean reminder notification as well, and you've got the less ironing option has appeared on the extras, whereas that wasn't on my old one. You could only select that on the app. And then you've got the program count, which is at 1 because it's done a rinse cycle with the guy that installed it. And then that resets it to factory. But we're going to do a drum clean. However, I need to put the detergent in, so it might go off because it basically after like 30 seconds, it goes back to normal mode. So, yeah, so we'll put some powder in. I've got, yes, it's reset back to normal mode now. Got a little bit of Persil powder, which I'm going to put inside there. I don't want to put too much in because I don't want to over foam in, but that's that. So we're going to go back to this again. Press and hold that for 3 seconds. Go down to DC, drum clean, press start. 1 out of 10. Now you can probably already tell it's doing a completely different way of filling on this cycle. Now it's filling through the back, through the basically for the steam thing. One hour 10 left. The jet's on now as well. So yeah, if you've got any questions, just drop them in the chat here. Yeah, and I'll see what I can do answer wise. Obviously this is the first cycle on the new machine. I might not be able to film all of this because yeah, it's quite late already in terms of I need to do some bits myself, and then I'm back and work again tomorrow as well in the morning. So, but yeah, we'll certainly get some stuff going. So yeah, pretty impressed that they just replaced the machine. Obviously, yeah, it's slightly different colour, but it's still silver, I suppose. And it matches, so. The wishy-washy guy there, the programs are exactly the same. They're in exactly the same position. Still got that auto soft, which I don't like, but hopefully they fixed it or done something to it. I don't know, but the same options, they're all the same. And I haven't connected it to the Wi-Fi yet, but I'm told that the app has got all the same settings, programs, everything. It's all the same. The only difference is there's an Intensive Plus option, which is only because it's got the 4D, and obviously my old Bosch before the Siemens has the 4D jet thing in, and that has Intensive Plus, and I think it's something to do with that. But like I said in the beginning, I think Intensive Plus is essentially their Wash Plus that they used to have. So yeah. So it'll still have the shirts program, the dark wash program, the sportswear program, and the drum clean inside the app programs, and it'll also have the download cycles, which I assume will still have the shoes and the my time. Possibly have some other cycles, I don't know. But I guess we'll find out soon. Because I will program it up and I'll upload that as a separate video on the YouTube short and the Instagram short so you can see. The drum clean is 70 degrees. They changed it. They changed it when they did the previous model to this, my old model. But it does temperature maintaining, and it does the spin wash things. So pretty good. So it's heating up now as well. It's still got the quiet heater, which is obviously something to do with the A rating as well. Because this, like my other one as well, you really can't hear the heater go in. You can hear a little bit, but it's very faint, whereas you normally in a wash machine heats, you can hear it boiling the water away kind of thing. But I think it's something to do with the A rating. They use a different element kind of thing. But it still heats up pretty quick, so I don't know. Don't understand that. I'm sure there's logic, but yeah. Yeah, I used to use the Eco 4060 quite a lot on the old one. With speed, it took around an hour and a half and hour and 15 minutes, and it was a pretty decent cycle. Yeah, it didn't rinse as well as it could do, but the wash was definitely a good thing. So I'm curious on this to see how that gets on. I will take that label off as well. But I'm gonna register it first, if that makes sense. The only thing I don't understand is they haven't sent me anything to say like, oh, you've got a new machine kind of thing. So when the engineer came out, he needed a receipt from the shop. So how does that work? Do I have some kind of thing on their system that says, oh, this is a new machine and thing, or do I have to register it? I assume I need to register it anyway. I might phone them up and see. But obviously, what I don't want is that if there is a fault further down the line, the guy comes down and says, have you got the receipt? And I say, no, they exchanged it. Hi, Washing Lad 2009. Hi, Kim's channel 3920. I think the black shield is slightly clearer on this one as well. Slightly clearer than the other one. Only slightly, but because I noticed as well when we was doing the test earlier, you could see in a little bit better than he could on the other one. I know it's tinted, but yeah. Yeah, the IDOS tanks are the same, so they'll hold the same amount of detergent and softener inside of them. They're a slightly different pump inside there. I think it's only slightly different, but it's less noisy. So I'm guessing they've changed it. And I also noticed at the very back, I did look at this before, the very back, the connector is different in the drawer. So they've obviously changed that again. Maybe that will fix the issues with that. I don't know, but yeah. Obviously this is updated, so they must have done some tweaks here and there to, fix issues that they would have had. So yeah, so honestly, can't fault Siemens as such. Yeah, they didn't really tell me that they were going to exchange it, but they kept me updated as much as they could in terms of those text messages. And yeah, they've exchanged it to this new machine. I haven't paid anything. I haven't had to pay anything extra, and obviously I've now gained the jet and the 10 kilo capacity, and yeah, it's the more updated version. Obviously, like somebody else put earlier, it is the same machine that 0000158 has. Um, he basically bought this machine because he watched my videos of my machine before. So hopefully this one is going to be not have the fault with the IDOS. Um, but at the same time, yeah, go watch his videos if you want to see loads of different cycles. He's already done the wall cycle and the eco cycle and the cottons with the full load with the extra options enabled. So go have a look at those if you want. I will upload videos, but I don't take the requests like he does. So if you want to get requests to him, then send them to him, because I haven't got time to film those requests as such. Yeah, I will do what I can do. And I've had people asking in the past, "Oh, can you do this?" And yeah, I can. I'll try my best. It might not be instant, but yeah. I mean, obviously, I changed jobs. April. Yeah, April. So and since changing jobs, I've had a bit more time to do stuff. They must like you. Siemens customer service was one of the worst. Oh dear. Well, yeah, like I said, they've done this, and I haven't chased them up or anything, so I was pretty impressed, really. Yeah, they kept me updated with text messages every 2 weeks saying that they're waiting for information from Germany. Yeah, they didn't tell me that they were going to replace it with the next change until I got found out from the delivery company. But yeah, not bad. Yeah, there shouldn't have been a fault in the first place. I agree. Why it was their fault? I don't know. Um, but yeah, it's one of them, isn't it? Well, the other one had no fault as such. Just it kept saying the drawer was open. So they've obviously decided instead of updating it, they'll just give me the new one, which I don't know why they would do it, but they said they want to investigate the old one. But if others have got the same issue, then I don't get that. But the lorry had quite a few Siemens in there. I noticed, and the Bosch. They all had seem to have the IDOS ones. So I don't know if other people have had the same issue and they're doing that at the same time, or if they've genuinely had people purchase that. I don't know. It's weird. I said to the guy, I said, "Well, do you do many exchanges?" He says they're all exchanges. So I was like, "Oh, okay." He's some Polish man. He didn't really know much. He just said, "Oh, I just have to take this old one out and put the new one in." Did a good job. Didn't make too much mess. I've got to do a little bit of sorting out. You can see I've got a few marks here and there, but um, there was water on the floor, obviously from the old one, from the bag. I drained it out as much as I could from the filter before, but I got my towels down and sorted that out, so that wasn't an issue. He didn't knock anything, didn't damage anything, so pretty impressed. Yeah, I didn't have any battle. No battle at all, really. Other than the first call when I said, "Well, this I've paid £800 for a washing machine, and every time I turn it on, it's beeping. Can somebody come and have a look?" And the engineer came out. He plugged his laptop in. He didn't plug it in. They obviously do it wireless, and he says, "Oh yeah, there is a fault." And he downgraded it back to the old software, and the fault was still there. So it's very strange that they never came back. He said, "Oh, there'll probably be somebody will come back and put some different parts on," but he never called me to come back, other than a few phone calls. One of them saying, "Oh, we can give you an uplift code to, so you can go to Marks Electrical and change it, but maybe don't buy a Siemens." And I was thinking, well, that's not good customer service for you to tell me that. But I did say, well, if you've got faults being fixed, then it's fair enough. Yeah, the only difference is slightly different, slightly different color. That's the difference. Slightly. It's still brushed. It's slightly brushed. It's still steel. It's not 100% silver, if that makes sense. There is the jet, so yeah, that's a difference. And then it's 10 kilo instead of 9, even though the drum is exactly the same size because they always had that drum in there anyway. Yeah, you're probably right, John. the because the lady, obviously I didn't get any notification other than the delivery person saying we're outside your house, and I was like, what? This was Wednesday. I'm thinking I'm at work. Like, why has nobody told me about it? And it says, oh, Siemens supposed to send you a text to say they're exchanging your machine. So obviously we agreed on Monday was the delivery day. But then I phoned Siemens up and they said, oh, there should have been an email. And then the lady even said on the phone to me, she was like, oh, I don't know what's happening with this company sometimes. So they obviously, even the people that work there have obviously got issues. But yeah. But it was weird that they said, "Oh, we need to take your old machine away to test it because we don't want it to come in your house and test it because it's not a year old." Yeah, I mean, I would have been happy if they came out and pulled parts on. I'm not fussed, but anyway, I've got this new one now. So yeah, the last cycle I did was my chef uniform. I did it on cotton 60. No, I did it cotton 70. I mean, the only difference that I've seen is obviously the cycle durations on this are shorter. but it's because on the app you've got Intensive Plus now. So essentially, it's like the Wash Plus feature that they used to have. So I think with Wash Plus, you put the Intensive Plus, you essentially put the time back to how it was on the old model. What was the last site? Yeah, I've just done that. How much laundry do you have today? I do have laundry to do, to be fair, but I'm gonna wait until Wednesday, Thursday, because I want to attempt to do a film again, but I might not have time. But we shall see. From what I can tell, this is 899 in the shops, whereas mine was 799, the old one. So essentially, got £100 as a gesture of goodwill. But I think I actually paid. I think it's because I had a voucher. That's why it was 799. I think it was supposed to be 849 before, so it's a £50 difference, I suppose. Which in a year, well, what is it, 9 months? Things change. Because that's the thing. I purchased it at Marks Electrical. Marks Electrical quite often have offers on if you're part of their membership thing, which you can sign up for free online. I love Persil. It's good. Yeah, it's still Persil. Still Persil powder. And I've still got my ultimate liquid. Although I've got to use the active one next because I need to use that up because I've got that's been there. That's been there for a while. The green one. I quite like that. It's quite nice, but they've stopped doing that. So ultimate's after, but I need to use the active, so I'll put that in next. Yeah, exactly. That's why I liked Marks Electrical, because they did deliver it on time. They send you updates all the time saying we're on the way, and they did it all, and it was 1 day delivery, and they installed it the first time, and it was great, and yeah. And I didn't deal with Marks Electrical with the fault. I just went straight with the Siemens. I mean, potentially you could have got Marks Electrical involved. I think that's what they suggest you have to actually do, is if you need to do anything, you should really go to your person first. Yeah, my dryer's from Marks, yes. Again, they brought that in. I had to take that up my stairs myself because I didn't pay extra for that. My Ninja was from there as well. It was one of the rare Ninjas that's got the probe as well. Got the toaster and the kettle matching. They were from directly from Russell Hobbs, and then the microwave I got from a different Euronics store. £250 is quite good, yeah. Obviously, the fridge freezer was from the old owners. It's still working well. It's a one of them Liber, whatever you call it, Libra. So they're a decent brand. They have 10-year guarantees. So, and it works. It does good. It looks fine in the kitchen. So I've left it for now. I'm not gonna lie, I'm not really used the Ninja because I use the Nef. But it's just there, one of them convenience things. If I don't want to spend all the money with the electric, then I can just put a tray in the Ninja and express cook, I suppose. Even the Nef has the air fryer mode, so yeah. No, I've never had a dishwasher in this kitchen until they installed the new kitchen. the oven, the hob, the hood, and the dishwasher were installed by the kitchen people. This is just a normal Tefal one, but it's pretty good knives, to be fair. I did make sure I chose decent knives. Managed to get it cheap in the in the outlet one in Junction 28 on the M1. That's where I got the suspense from, which you criticised the other day. I know. Where do you get it from? Rem? No, didn't get it from Ren Kitchens. No, no. I used a local company for the kitchen. If you get a new kitchen, use your local people. Don't use massive chains. Trust me, in the future, if something goes wrong in here, um, you can contact your local place. They'll come out. They'll fix it. They'll do whatever you have to do. Whereas if you go for Ren, who knows who's going to come out and fix whatever they're going to fix? You know. I used Glenfield kitchens. Obviously, I used to live in Glenfield before my parents had Glenfield kitchens for theirs. Glenfield kitchens. It's going to do the jets now, I think. Yes. Oh, it's nice having a jet. I miss a proper spin wash. So far, other than the filling at the very beginning, this drum clean is pretty much the same as what is on my mum's Bosch so far. The jet's quiet. Like, not gonna lie, that's a quiet jet. Obviously, the one on my mum's is quite loud now. I think this is the last one. Yeah, the jet's gone off now. It's heating up again. So now it's going to heat up to 70 degrees. And then it'll do distribution rhythm with temperature maintaining. What I've also decided I'm going to do when I do connect up to Home Connect, I will film that so you'll be able to see that, but I'll do it as a YouTube separate upload, so you'll be able to see what's on my phone screen, because obviously I use my phone for the filming. So I'll get that set up and then I'll show you guys that on a different video. Um, but also, if there is an update on there, I'm not going to update it straight away. I'm going to do like I did last time, because I want to experience what the machine is like before you install any software updates. I don't believe there is any. Um, I don't think 000158, is that what it's called? I can't remember. I keep getting forget with this thing. Yeah, he's. I don't think he's got any updates on his. So chances are there's no updates, but I'm not going to do it until I know that it's going to be okay. And I want to see what happens first. Because like the other thing I noticed before on my old one was with IDOS, before I updated it, IDOS used to detect how much detergent was in there and then it dispensed more detergent if it needed. Whereas after the update, it stopped doing that unless you used the auto cycle, which nobody wanted to use the auto cycle because it's rubbish. So yeah, that's the only annoying thing, I suppose, because I had to increase the amount of detergent I was using. So I'm hoping on this one, this will still detect the soil. Because like obviously I'm chef, so I wash my chef uniform. The old one at first would detect the grease in there because it detects the clarity of the water, and then it would dispense more detergent. So it wasn't wasting detergent, but it was using the detergent correctly. Whereas after the updates, they seem to forget to put that back in. So you only get however much it weighs, and you don't get the extra sensor detecting the soiling level. So I'm hoping that they fix that issue with software updates in the future. But yeah, for now, I won't do any updates. I'll see it from factory default, where it would still have that sensor in there, because they obviously test all those things before. The other good thing about this one is the program counter is at 1. Obviously, it'll be at 2 after this drum clean. The old one had 38 cycles, I think it was, or 37 cycles previous, even though it's a brand new machine, still with packaging and everything. So obviously they tested it longer in the factory. That's part of me is thinking why they want it back. Maybe they realised that they send me the test one. I don't know. I assume when they test things, they only test it like once or twice, but for it to have 38 cycles, yeah, I don't know. So obviously you have to give your ENR numbers and all the codes and things. So I wondered if maybe they thought, oh, actually that's our one we tested before. We need to get it back to see how we can test it again. I don't know. Equally, hopefully they fixed the issues, and these ones have already got all the issues fixed. But yeah, like I said before, can't fault them as such. They've acted. It's took a while, I suppose, if you think about it. When I initially reported the issue in April, but at least they replaced it, and I haven't chased them up. But then they shouldn't have been a fault in the first place. So, yeah. And I just want to make clear, it's not put me off buying Siemens, Bosch, Neff, etc. I still highly recommend them. I mean, my grandma's got Series 2. Obviously, my mum's got that Bosch Home Professional Series 8. My uncle's got that Series, I think that's the Max 6, wasn't it? But I uploaded a video of that one before, but that's still going. Brush is replaced and that's still going. My grandma's next door neighbour, she's still got a Max 5 from the ones with the handle at the side. That's still going well. Honestly, decent machines, I suppose. Just, yeah, a few glitches, which hopefully they'll fix. But then, I don't know if they're going to go cheaper. Maybe not. The Neff ovens are still made in Germany, and they'll continue to be made in Germany because it's one of the patent things with the sliding hide. So the German factory is still staying, even though they're closing the washing machine production there. So you'll still get Bosch appliances, Neff appliances, all saying made in Germany, and still, because at least for a long time, because of the patent on that, it's a Neff thing. Hello, 000158. This is the same machine as yours now. They exchanged it. You'd have to rewind the video back and it'll explain everything there, because I've explained it. But basically, they needed to take my old one back because of the little fault that it had with the detergent drawer. Every time I turned it on, the machine would beep an error, and it would say that the detergent drawer is open, even though it wasn't. It happened around December time. It started doing it, but then I reported it properly in March. Engineer came out. They took down the details that they needed, and they said they'd look into it. They said there was going to be an update in June, July. Never happened. And then, just out of the blue, Siemens sent me, well, the delivery company sent me a message saying that they've got a machine for being delivered. And then it turns out that Siemens did exchange it like for like, and obviously the new version is the same one you've got, 000158. So obviously here it is. So this is the first cycle of the drum clean. I have not connected it to the app. Hello Washboy 1600. I have not connected it to the app yet. This is just the drum clean from inside the settings, which is the standard drum clean anyway. You can hear the heater going now. It's about 70 degrees. Oh, and we're at 70 degrees now. Heater's gone off. Temperature holding is starting. Yeah, Washboy 1600. If you rewind the video back, you'll be able to hear the explanation what's happened. This video that's on now, because I've explained it all at the beginning. There was a little glitch, and they decided that instead of coming out and fitting loads of different parts, they just exchange it to the new version like for like, which is this one. Slightly different silver, stainless steel, but generally it's exactly the same. 10 kilo instead of 9, but the drum's the same. That's the other thing that people were like, oh, you've got 9 kilo drum, so you've got a different drum. I'm like, no, it's the same drum. It's the 70-litre drum. You can see at the back, it's got the extension, and they only use this on the 1600 models. So even the IQ 300 range has got this drum because it's got 1600 spin. You didn't know that, but you do now. And these are made in Spain now. My old one was German, but it's because the German factory, they're reducing they're basically taking away the washing machine production in the German factory. They're moving the premium lines to Spain. They're moving their cheaper lines to Turkey, as apparently, and then the very cheap lines they're outsourcing, because some people have seen already. There's a IQ 100 or no Series 2, Bosch Series 2, that's got a different producer. And obviously the washer dryer integrated has always been outsourced anyway, but that's changed production as well. When is first load? I will film a load of washing, but I haven't got time to do it at the minute, so I will get round to filming it when I can. Obviously, I changed jobs in April, and it's given me more time as such. But obviously, when people are on holiday, you have to. I get less priority on holiday because I'm the new person as such, and I have to do cover. So last week I did about 60 hours. So this week I've got another quite a big week as well. So I've not got that much time to film this, but I will try and get some more videos done when I can, and then after that back to normal. So yeah, and obviously I also plan to do not this weekend, but next weekend I've got a little holiday coming up where I'm gonna go for a little journey around the UK. So you'll see hopefully some laundrette video of such on that week, and there's also something else planned with that as well. And then at the end of August, I'm going away for my birthday to London for another trip. So yeah, I've got everything coming up, but I'm trying my best to get this filmed where I can. I mean, I saved my washing up, so I've got loads of colours, because I was going to do on the old one. I was going to do the eco cycle with the speed with the full load and see what happens. But obviously that's not happened now because of this. But maybe we'll try with this one, the eco 4060 with the full load. But I know 000158 has filmed that already, so I might do it with speed. We'll see. We'll see what I can get done, and I'll try my best to get some videos. Equally, I'll try my best to get some videos when I go for my little trip. I know some of you know exactly where my trip's going, but I'm not disclosing all of that information on YouTube. So, hi Bruno, how you doing today? You've obviously you've obviously missed it as well, but basically they've exchanged my machine to this one, like for like replacement. I think I explained to you, but the obviously the detergent drawer kept beeping on the old one. Yeah. So eventually they've offered this like for like replacement. This is the first cycle I'm doing the drum clean. It was tested with a rinse and spin, which the guy did when he left installed it. So this is the second cycle, I suppose, but this is the proper first cycle with the drum clean. And so far, the drum clean cycle, other than a little bit of the difference at the beginning with the filling, they've changed the filling ways, like on off on off. It's pretty much the same drum clean cycle that's on my the Bosch that my mum's got. So it still does the jet bit at the 60-degree bit. So that's quite nice. I'm wondering what happens on the cooldown on this because I didn't actually film. Oh, I didn't actually test the old one when they'd updated the software because I never used the drum clean as such because I always use 60 degrees and hotter, so rarely use colder cycles other than occasionally the Eco 40 cycle. So yeah, so I didn't actually try it because they changed the cooldown. Obviously, they changed it so that it fills up, then drains, then fills up again. On drum clean, you probably wouldn't get it to do that. I don't know. Will be interesting to see. 26 minutes to go. I guess I'll stay here, film it for the rest of the time. So I've got some towels and I've got some dishcloths and some dirty rags that I do need to do on a boil wash. So I might film the boil wash first. That might be the first video, or I might do the Eco 4060 with speed with a load of colours that's a full load. So yeah, it'll be either one of them you'll see first. Obviously the boil wash don't use the jet, so yeah, I don't know. I might do it's temperature holding now. I can hear the heater kick back in. Or I might film my chef uniform tomorrow because I need to film that as well. I need to do that as well. Can you hear the heater? So then I can do a 60 degrees so you can see the jet action. I might do that. I might do it tomorrow. So if you're around tomorrow night, around this time again, tomorrow night, if there's nobody else live already, then I might pop on live and show you the cotton 60 wash with my chef uniform. We'll probably try that. At least then you guys know that something's going to happen. Can you hear the heater? It's pretty loud actually. It's louder than the other one. So yeah, so if you want to watch tomorrow, I'll see what I can do. Because tomorrow I finish work quite early tomorrow, but I've got to do some bits I need to do. Bit of shopping, and then I'm booked in to do an aqua aerobics class as well. And then yeah, then I'll be back and I'll be able to do some filming. I'm trying to get a bit healthier, so I've been doing aqua aerobics and I've been doing the gym and I've been doing swimming and all these bits. I always did swimming anyway, but aqua aerobics is actually really good for you. So I've been doing that. Been doing that quite a lot recently. I signed up for Everyone Active, and yeah, it's been pretty good. Can you hear the heater? And it's gone off. Yeah, wishy-washy guy. Probably con 60 and probably tomorrow. Like I was explaining, if you're around tomorrow about this time, I'll try my best to get it. Don't you know, I might not be able to do it, but I'm gonna try, okay? Tomorrow evening about this time. that's pretty hot, that is. Yeah, you said that earlier. Nice. Unfortunately, with these machines, if you put anything inside it, it detects it, and then um, it stops the spin wash action. It just does normal tumbles. So it's got 21 minutes left. I think it drains at 15, but I can't remember. Well, it goes into cooldown at 15. Yeah, mine hasn't either. Even the other one didn't. But I never tried it with clothes. I probably wouldn't try it with clothes either. I know that on the mum's one, when I put the clothes in there, that did the boil wash with the normal tumbles, which I did film, and it is on my channel somewhere. Just like I've still got all the videos from WM31, all the videos from HT7, all the videos from the TVAL 75, and all the other dryers I've had. People keep asking for old videos, and they're on my channel. I don't have any other ones. And I can't get any other ones because I don't have those machines anymore. I think there's a YouTuber that likes dryers rather than washers. Not sure who it is, I can't remember his name. Yeah, I hope so too. Yeah, I hope it does. I really hope it does. I like the water levels on the old one. Obviously, as this is a jet one, and I've said this before, the jet ones, they use less water because they use the jet, so I don't know what we're going to see, but hopefully, fingers crossed. It's an IQ 500, so hopefully, it looks exactly the same. Like, surely it's going to do the same, no? We'll see. We'll see tomorrow. I will do the uniform and I'll see what happens. Obviously, it's only smaller, that one, but yeah. So when this is finished, I'm going to end the video, but I've got to do the configuration. So I'm going to download it on the app, and then I'm going to put the IDOS in, get that working. We've got Persil, like I said earlier, Persil Active Gel to go in, which is it's a bit an old one now. They've stopped doing that in the shops. Persil Ultimate Active Clean. But I quite like the Ultimate Liquid. The since have changed that. That's really good, that is. So I have got on the bottle of that as well, but I need to use the active one up, so I'm going to put that in first. And then I'm going to set it to the actual dosing level of 18ml and see if it works properly. Yeah. Got a nice water level in there for the drum clean. What's that do? Oh, here's the cool down. Yeah, 15 to go. Yep. Yeah, it is pretty much the same as the one on the Bosch. So far, everything on this has been exactly the same as that, drum clean wise. Other than that little different filling technique at the beginning. Massimo, if it has the 9 kilo and 1400 spin, it's only got the 65 litre drum, so it's got the old drum. It doesn't have the extension on the back. Hello, last OG Sanusi. Yes, it's a drum cleaning program. That's what that symbol there means. Yeah, no more missing out on the jet. I have missed the jet. The jet was nice, but like I said before, the water levels are lower on the jet ones. But I'm gonna see what this is like. Maybe they've changed. I don't know. We'll see. The uh, the motor is slightly different again, but it sounds slightly different anyway. The pump on the main pump is the same. Yeah, it's probably the same kind of motor, but it got a different noise to it. The first, obviously, the one that had the Bosch, the noise on the Bosch one was different to the Siemens that I had before this, and this Siemens is similar to that Siemens in terms of the noise, but it's still got a different, like a different noise at the back of it, if that makes sense. This one's got a more prominent pitch, if that makes sense, like a whine. Can you hear it? It's slightly different. It's like a. The camera might not pick it up. It's like a pitch, a little like a higher pitch noise. I mean, the only other way I can describe it's like if you go on the electric bus, you can hear this like pitch noise. It's like that, but it's still quiet, very quiet. This bit seems slightly different to the one on my mum's. This is more like the old Siemens that I had before. It does two spins and then it'll drain out, fill up, and do the spin rinse bit now. 5 minutes ago. Whereas on my mum's one, it used to do drain out, do a spin up to high speed, and then it'll do the slow stop that it does at the very beginning of the cycle, and then it'll do the spin bit. So this is a slightly different bit. So I think now it's going to do the spin rinse bit, I think. Here we go. Yeah. It's very smooth. As you can probably see as well, there's literally no movement on the drum either. It's completely rounded, completely smooth, which is good. This bit here, literally there's no movement at all, which is good. That's slightly different motor noise. Quite like it. I think it's quite good. So this is now the 1200 one. Here we go. There you go. You can hear that the sound just now. Here we go. The water lock started. 1200. So yeah, so the drum clean cycle is exactly the same as on the Bosch, except for the spin rinse phase is the same as on the old Siemens that I had before this, which is obviously the updated version. So that makes sense, Bruno. Well, there we have it, guys. It's going to end now. Oh, yeah. I noticed there the water valve for the steam turned on. Oh yeah, they always make that noise at the start. There we go. That's the cycle finished. The beeping is the same. So let's turn this off now. I'm going to end the video there, guys. Thank you very much for watching. Hope you've enjoyed it. I hope I've explained everything as best I can. If you're still unsure what's happened, then please rewind the video back and have a look back and read and just listen to what I said at the beginning. Okay? So yeah. Happy days. Thanks for watching and goodbye. Bye.